Hi guys, and welcome to the first ever collectible review here on the Rift Effect. This week, if you haven't been able to tell, our very first collectible is my very first ever Hot Toy purchase, and that is of Batman vs Superman Batfleck 1/6 scale figure, and it is gorgeous. Decided to do this review because one, I wanted to do a collectible review and see how it goes, and if you guys like this, please let me know in the comments below. But also because the figure's just awesome. This is my first ever Hot Toys collectible. I also have on pre-order Captain America Endgame, which is due out next year. Obviously I will do a review on that when I get it. But without further ado, let's get into looking at this figure. It is fantastic. Okay guys, here's my collectible setup with my Immortals 300 mask on the wall behind, but it's the best place for filming these things. So first things first, let's look at the packaging. And as you can see, really nice packaging. We have the bat symbolized or glossed with 3 different looks from the movie of Batfleck. We also have Gotham in the background with the lamp. We have a bit of texturing from the suit and the BVS symbol below. On top, BVS symbol. Nothing much on the sides, nothing much on the bottom, and just all the legal jargon on the back. If we take a look inside, packaging wise, we do have all the people involved in making this figure, and then if I pull this down, we have the figure inside with all the accessories, which there is a ton of. So let's get this figure out and have a look at him. So here he is straight out of the box, and he looks amazing. For my very first Hot Toys purchase, I could not be more than happy. There is so much detail in him, and the suit feels absolutely fantastic. The cape, nice material. I would have preferred something a bit better, but he looks like Affleck. He has his facial features and everything, and he's very posable, and he just looks fantastic. So we'll get him into more poses and we'll have a look at all the accessories that come with him now. So let's firstly take a look at this display stand, and as you can see, this is a gorgeous piece, all nice concrete looking, with the red inside the S of the BVS symbol. A nice plaque on the front with Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice, and the Batman number the same. As you can see, that nice orange, as I tilt it, it does give a different look. Now the other great thing about this display stand is you can pop it up like this. There is a small stand on the inside that should clip in here. So you then have that nice display. Now the other great thing about this is it's very simple with the hook, and Batman just slides quite nicely into position, and that looks fantastic. Now I'm one from museum poses mainly, so obviously at the moment he's not properly posed, but I will be doing that later. So let's have a look at the rest of the accessories. And here are the main accessories that come with the figure. We have 2 sets of fisted hands, 2 sets of open and trigger type hands, 2 types of open hand, and another set of what I can assume is type holding hands. And if you look at the detail on these, you'll see the nice gold on the knuckles, all the detail inside the grip of the glove, and the leather detail. And it's the same with all 4 sets of hands. All 4 sets are obviously interchangeable, which is absolutely fantastic. You then have the grenade launcher, which is really nice. I think there could have been a little bit more detail in the paint on this. It's a very nice figure though, very nice addition to it. Some of the detail I think just could have been picked out a little bit more. It does have a retractable and extended stock,
which I think is a really nice feature. Another great thing is the grenades. The grenades, again, detailed really nicely, really nice, but they also fit inside the grenade launcher, which is great. They do slide in quite easily and quite well, so I think if you had it the wrong handle it'd probably fall out, but it still looks the part and looks absolutely fantastic. You have two type of grenades. You have the unopened grenade and the partially open grenade, which again is a great detail. We also have the grappling gun now. They did go all out and put a bit more detail into this one on the paint than they did in the grenade launcher, and it is really nice. Really like this piece. Really great. With the grapple gun we also get a closed grapple that does fit inside the grapple gun, like so. Again, feels quite loose but doesn't seem to want to fall out, so that's a great little piece. We have another grapple gun piece, looks really cool. We also have the fully open grapple, again sits inside quite nicely. Again, although feels loose, it's actually quite not too bad, so that's really good. So although it just fell out there, but it does a little bit of force and it does click in, you can hear it, and it feels not too bad. So yeah, we've got that. We've also got the firing grapple, which again looks really cool inside the grapple gun, and the fully extended grapple, which again really cool piece. You then also have the Batman brand, which again, great amount of detail. There's so much detail inside. Just the carving of the bat symbol itself, detail on the handle. Yeah, just really nice. And then finally you get 4 Batman batarangs, which again I've got great detail on them, and the paint on them are really nice. I really like how they've made it the metal type paint. Really good, really nice. So that's it for hands. You also get, if I can pick them up, 3 face pieces. The one you've already seen that I had displayed on the finger, and where he's slightly open mouthed. You also have closed mouth, Affleck chin with a nice 5 o'clock shadow on it, and angry mouth, which again really nice. It's Affleck's chin, no denying it, and the detail is just fantastic. We also get a second set of eyes from the standard. So these ones are looking off to the side compared to the ones that look straight on, and I will show you how difficult is the best way to describe it changing these eyes are around. However, it does add a little something to the figure. So adding to the accessories and mentioning them is how easy it is to get these things in position. I mean, here's the trigger gun with the grapple gun. It is so easy, and it just looks simple and perfect. It is so easy to get these in and release them without any real issue. It's the same with the grenade launcher. Very simple to get in and get your hand in, and it just looks brilliant. One of the other things is the branding iron and how it goes in. There is a branding hand, which is this one. As you see, it has a small slit between the two, so you slide it in and then slide it round, and that just looks great. It just suits it perfectly. The other great one is the Batarang hands, which I absolutely love. and it might be how I put it in the final display, which is this hand here, and they just slide in so nicely, so easy, holds it really well. The Batarang just sits in there perfect, so that's great. Unfortunately guys, I have just realised that in this order I'm actually missing one set of eyes, which is the ones that look up. I've no idea where they are. It's something I'm going to have to query. But you should have 3 sets of eyes. The straight on look, which is currently fitted to the Batman. The eyes that I showed you where they're looking off to the side. And also a set that look up, but I'm unfortunately missing them. So let's have a look at this head sculpt, and you can tell straight away that this is Batfleck. The detail in it is absolutely fantastic, especially with the muscular around his head, around the neck of the cowl. You can see here that it is just absolutely, totally Batfleck. The muscle in the neck and everything, the chin is there, the detail around the eyebrows and things like that is absolutely stunning. Now you can, like I said before, you can change the faceplate out. It's not easy to do. So the head, just, you've got to give it a bit of force and it comes off, leaving you with this clip, which is fine. Just lay him down out the way. So you then have this head as it is there, and inside you have 2 clips. So for the mouthpiece, it's quite easy using this little tool that you're supplied with. Just push on it on the inside and the mouthpiece comes straight out. I'm putting a new one in. If I put the angry mouth in, it just pushes straight back in. I don't know if you just heard that click or not, but it just clicks nicely back in. Now the eyes are a little bit more tricky, so what you're meant to do is you're meant to aim, I don't know if you can see on the camera or not, aim for this little T-piece down the back here. I don't know if this is going to pick it up or not, and you're meant to just pull on it, but it's not that easy. It's kind of hard. It does eventually, see, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about eventually snapping it. So what I found is with getting them out, if you get your finger in there and put it to an angle, eventually it'll drop out, and you'll just push them to the side and drop out. Unfortunately, like I said before, I'm missing a set of eyes. A little bit disappointed in this. I did buy this figure second hand. I don't remember it being mentioned that there are a set of eyes missing. I'm hoping I've not dropped them around the house somewhere, so I'll have a look for them later. But putting this back in is actually easier with the tool. So tool in, eyes all set up, a little bit of an angle, and then just push, and one side's gone in, and there's the other side sort of in. It's not easy to do, guys. It's not something, I just give it a little push, make sure with my finger. As you see now, the head has the side on eye look. Not easy to do, and what makes it worse is if you do not line the head up properly on the figure, this can be a bit of a nightmare. So you can actually interfere with the eyes. Now, there, oh, that went on really easy that time. I was playing with it earlier, and oh, it was just a nightmare. And if you don't get it to sit, as you can see there, he's now got that side on angry look, as if he's about to punch Superman. So yeah. So going on to the rest of the figure, looking at the suit is fantastic, and you get so much detail in the suit. You got the nice, let me just zoom in, you get some nice detailing in this suit. You got the great scratch marks, abs, everything grips where it should, everything, all the detail is where it should. The biceps and everything just look fantastic. The suit looks absolutely great. It curls where it's meant to curl. The cape itself, even folded over, not the best cape in the world, I'm not going to lie. To be fair, I'm not a massive fan of it. It's nice on the back, sits nicely on his shoulders, but it's just, sorry guys, I am sweating, it's absolutely roasting here in the UK right now, but it's a nice cape, got the nice folds in it, it comes over his shoulders quite nicely, and it has the nice brown detailing at the bottom, which is great. So all in all, he is an absolutely gorgeous figure. The suit sits all nicely, the sculpt of the body is great, the back belt is fantastic, the detail in the belt is just phenomenal. Same with the gloves and the gauntlets, great on the detail on the fins. And changing the hands is really simple, that's probably the easiest bit. Just literally pop on and off, they're great. Muscle in the boots and the legs are just great. The suit sits perfectly. You've just got to watch, if they bend too much, the suit can stick slightly together. Detailing in the boots are fantastic, along with how the buckles and everything go. So yeah, detailing wise, this action figure is phenomenal. So let's look at the articulation of this figure. So you can move his head far back as that, however you do end up with this gap, if you can see, in here between the cowl and the suit. Fair enough. Move down, quite nice down head movement, good head movement. So with the arms, they are double jointed out, there are multiple jointed elbows, so they can move up and down like that. The arms do move out quite wide to about 90 degrees, come back down and move quite far back and quite far forward. However, you can see there that this suit has started to bunch, and I wouldn't recommend staying it like that forever, because then it will just get folds in it. The torso does click sort of forward and back, but it's very temperamental. You can take the utility belt off to help with movement, but it's not great. You do have a bit of torso twist. Also, I forgot to mention, you do have very good head rotation, so that's good. But the torso twist is not great. This figure is very stiff. Leg movement, you can move his legs straight out, straight back. He has got double jointed knees, so you get plenty of movement in that. And you also have very good foot rotation, and his legs do come apart. I won't take him anymore because we'll stretch the suit. But the articulation on this figure is relatively good for the stretch of the suit. Guys, obviously I am very impressed with this figure, especially from my first Hot Toys purchase. A little disappointed that the eyes are missing and that the eyes are so fiddly to change. A little bit disappointed in the cape, but to be honest, it is a gorgeous looking figure. It is Batfleck, it is him in the suit, and he's just fantastic. Guys, well, that's it. I will leave you with some footage of the figure in different poses. If you've liked this video, please hit that subscribe button and the like button. And also, if you want to not miss any of future episodes where I'll possibly do other collectibles, if you want to see that, please put a comment in the comments below. And also hit the notification bell. And with that, guys, geek out! His arms, as you can see, double. Oh dear.